In a cottage in the meadow, the old singer lives alone. Say that he had family once that are all past or grown. Sometimes you'll hear music when you're walking on that trail. It happens most at twilight by the river in the vale. Well, it was many years ago now that he walked into that vale, sitting by the river there in twilight soft and pale. Her smile that took his breath away and warmed him to the core. And from that moment on, his heart was hers forevermore. So they married in the springtime. Soon they had a son. Then they had a daughter, and then another one. It was said they had a love so deep to make the ocean stir. And every song the singer sang was another song for her. Well, it happened in the winter, as these things often do. A fever came and took her, and it almost took him too. What saved him was the children who were still so young and frail. And they buried her at twilight by the river in the vale. Now alone he raised his children to be loving and be strong. They mostly knew their mother by the songs their daddy sung. Now they often come to visit him to listen to the tale of the lovers in the twilight by the river in the vale. And the sunshine on the meadow and the breeze among the trees. Hand in hand they walk the hills within his memories. They say he's just waiting there, let his heart take sail. Join her in the twilight by the river in the vale. Now they say he haunts the meadow and he plays his old guitar, singing songs he wrote for her beneath the moon and stars. Sometimes you'll hear music when you're walking on that trail. It happens most at twilight by the river in the vale. And the sunshine on the meadow and the breeze among the trees. Hand in hand they walk the hills within his memories. And he finally finished waiting, and he let his heart take sail. And he joined her in the twilight by the river in the vale. Finally they're together by the river in the vale.
that song.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Mark. So we're back to Tom.
Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, that's such a great song. Actually, I'm going to do an a cappella song here. This is off of my 2006 album called Whispers in the Wind. It's available digitally pretty much anywhere at this point. This is called Silence of the Sea, and it's based on the story that was recounted in Sebastian Junger's book, The Perfect Storm. So it's the story of the Andrea Gael. So, Silence of the Sea. The cry of the gull and the swell of the sea gently swaddle and rock the scattered debris. No one knows what happened. No one was there to see. All that's left there behind them is the silence of the sea. The Andrea Gael was a sword fishing boat, and for months at a time she would often stay out with her 6 crewmen. She made her way free, too soon to be swallowed by the silence of the sea. A man's choice of living, it seems no choice at all. The money's good, the work's hard when you're out for the haul. As you're rocked on her bosom, her suitor you'll be. No cry of your loved ones breaks the silence of the sea. In a violent collision, a new storm was born, with 30-foot waves thundered down upon them. No one knows what happened. No one was there to hear how the scream of the storm tore the silence of the sea. What goes through the mind of a man without grace, as the cold ocean water wraps him in her embrace? Does he see it as folly? Does he cry out a plea as his soul is enfolded by the silence of the sea? The cry of the gull and the swell of the sea gently swaddles and rocks the scattered debris. No one knows what happened. No one was there to see all that's left there behind them. It's the silence of the sea, all that's left there behind them. It's the silence of the sea. Thanks.
I'll do my angry country song. Oh, my faux country song. I was living in Providence at the time, but my folks had moved to Alabama. I went down to visit them. I drove down. When I got back, the lady I thought I was seeing had another guy living with her already. And I couldn't get mad at her. I liked her too much, but I had to do something, so I wrote him a song. Hey there, buddy, you know you don't have to snub me. You can say hello in passing on the street. You got her keys, I never had 'em. Hope that will gladden you, so just be civil anytime we meet. The lady let me know the score. You won what you were playing for. Stake your prize, enjoy it, but make sure you treat her kind. 'Cause even though she made me go, I'll be okay, because I know I got a little corner of her mind. And I'm in there smiling while she's kissing you. Good morning. You'll taste my cooking in your food. You'll drink my kind of wine. And even if you kill me dead, I'm in your bed, I'm in her head. I got a little corner of her mind. Well, the lady told me yesterday she didn't love me anyway. Guess I'll spend my time now running free.
Check in one,
Still
two.
I'll read her letters when she writes me, and I'll come when she invites me. When we're talking, just go in and watch TV. I took that picture on your wall. You'll see my footprints in the hall. Coffee mug you drink from at her table once was mine. Might as well get used to me, 'cause where she is, there I will be. I got a little corner of her mind, and I'm in there smiling while she's kissing you. Good morning. You'll taste my cooking in your food. You'll drink my kind of wine. And even if you kill me dead, I'm in your bed, I'm in her head. I've got a little corner of her mind.
Yeah. I
God
love that song, Ray.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a lot of people write songs about their pets. You know, their dog or their cat, or especially like their horses. You know, people write like about their horses. This is a song about my pal. It's called Alligator. Well, the alligator is my pal, he can be your pal too. All you have to realize, he's got feelings too. He got feelings too. He's got feelings too. Now the alligator loves his swamp and all the bugs and snakes, but he'd be just as happy in a river or a lake, a river or a lake. How about in your lake? Now the alligator's got big eyes, teeth as long as this. But don't be frightened when he smiles, unless you are a fish. Are you a fish? No, I don't think you're a fish. Well, he'd like it if you came on by to visit for a while. Just remember, he'll get pissed if you call him Crocodile, 'cause he's the alligator, alligator, yeah. He's the alligator, alligator, yeah. Well, he loves to swim around his pond and he never has to work, 'cause Izod sends him royalties from his picture on a shirt, picture on a shirt. Got his picture on a shirt. Well, the alligator loves to play and he never sings the blues. You like him better as a friend than wearing him as shoes, wearing him as shoes. Don't go wearing him as shoes. Well, he'd like it if you came on by to visit for a while. Just remember, he'll get pissed if you call him Crocodile, 'cause he's an alligator, alligator, yeah. Yeah, he's the alligator, alligator, yeah. He's the alligator, alligator, yeah. Alligator. Thank you. Thank you. Muted. It's muted.
Folks, we are now no longer muted. I think. Can you hear me, Mark?
I can hear you now.
So what I was saying while I was muted was, I think folks listening can tell why you both of you are my favorite singer-songwriters. And I'm so grateful to be, again, part of this group tonight. We're also being serenaded by the hot rods out on the main drag here behind us. I don't know if that's coming through the mics at all, but We either have the motorcycles or the hot rods or the bass booming through. This is a song that I wrote just recently, over the past few years. You know, we're in this stage of watching, we're listening to the impact of our actions on the natural world. This song came from just being sort of witnessing that, and also there are a few books. There's a book called The Overstory by Richard, what's his last name? Powers? Richard something. And but it's called The Overstory. Go read it if you haven't read it yet. Also, there was a special on fungi that I was watching. So this is.
I'm a fun guy.
And Aaron, we know you're a fun guy, and that's why we come here. This is called Listen to the Trees. Nestled among the roots, sitting with the trees, I can hear the music, branches dancing in the breeze. I can feel the leaves as they're drinking in the sun. They're so green, I taste it, and it's only just begun. Forest family, moss and mushroom, brush and creeper, all entwined. Talking, listening, helping, holding, floor to canopies aligned. Listen to the trees. Although I'm deep inside this life surrounding me, I find myself alone, exiled by my history. Yearning to be one, searching for a way to come back together, we might hear what they would say. Forest family, grass and lichen, beech and birch and oak combined, embracing, healing, nurturing, feeding, all the web of life and kind. Listen to the trees. Ancient knowledge passed for centuries, secrets shared and ripe to find. Sacred mother, all her children, how could we ever leave her behind? And we must never leave her behind. Listen to the trees. Listen to the trees. Listen to the trees. Listen. Thanks a lot.
a song of, well, I just always just introduce this as a song of letting go or not. It was a prompt song. The prompt was Pictures on the Wall. The Rhode Island songwriters and some other groups actually have these monthly songwriter prompt shows, and they invite 4 songwriters to write to a prompt, and they show up the next month with a new song. Everybody plays their new songs and some old songs too. And here the prompt was Pictures on the Wall. So here it comes. A board of pinned up souvenirs upstairs in a forgotten room. I'd passed them by these many years. I thought I might go through them. Here a steeple draws my eye towards skies swept clear with cotton clouds. The pilgrim church where you and I would read our poems, say our vows. Next, a formal on great stairs with family, friends, and flowers. If we had doubts, we didn't know it. If we knew, we wouldn't show it. San Francisco, San Marco, pigeons in your hair. Running down the beach with gulls, you're almost in the air. Next, astride a cannon in a fort in Nova Scotia. Élysée, Galatoire, Ocean City bumper cars. Pacific tides would pull you. I tried but couldn't hold you. No picture when you said you've done your best, I just can't stay. No picture when we loaded full your wagon for the west. I rode with you to Omaha, kissed you on your way. Here's the postcard that you sent from Reykjavik last year. Traveling with new family, found contentment now I hear. In your mother's town now, no more steeple in the square. Clapboard you trees bulldozed down, just concrete condos there. Pacific tides would pull you. I tried but couldn't hold you. No picture when you said you've done your best, I just can't stay. No picture when we loaded full your wagon for the west. I rode with you to Omaha, kissed you on your way. One more photo on the sofa, this one I might keep. Velvet Elvis, dog's cat, you all curled up in a happy heap. That was then and that was golden, sheaves of love and laughter. This is now and then is done, but now reopens after all, with trembling fingers one by one. I'm tearing down these pictures from the wall. Pacific tides would pull you. I tried but couldn't hold you. No picture when you said You've done your best, I just can't stay. No picture when we loaded full your wagon for the west. I rode with you to Omaha, kissed you on the way.
Oh, so nice.
Pictures on the wall.
So nice.
You guys just write beautiful stuff. Tom, Rick, both of you, just beautiful.
Thanks. Back at you, Mark.
I love that alligator song. I've heard that before.
Well, here's a fairly new song. It's actually the most recent song I've written. It's called Help Me Understand. There's an old owl outside my window, and he calls the whole night through, and his song is full of sorrow. The reason why I never knew. Sometimes I sit inside my shadow and gaze upon the rising sun, there to ease my pain and sorrow. For my toil is far from done. Oh, sister, come, stand here beside me. Brother, come and take my hand. Father, shine your light to guide me. Mother, help me understand. They call my name, they think to own me, but they can't see beyond their schemes. They cannot hear the words I'm saying, or catch a glimpse of what they mean. I hear the storm clouds part before me. I hear the thunder call my name. Soon I will break these chains that bind me. Soon I will quench the burning flame. So sister, come, stand here beside me. Brother, come and take my hand. Oh, Father, shine your light to guide me. Mother, help me understand. I find my peace beside this river, where water tumbles over stone. Here my heart will rest forever, Here at last I found a home. So sister, come stand here beside me. Brother, come and take my hand. Oh, Father, shine your light to guide me. Mother, help me understand. Mother, help me understand. Mother, help me understand.
Oh, yeah. Wow. That's a great song. That's a keepa, as we say here in the Boston area. A keepa. I had noticed that and this is a good thing, that Aaron had muted us here in the room while you were playing there, Mark. So I was going to make a statement, if he hadn't unmuted when we were clapping, that the 400 people in the room were on their feet after that one.
Well, it's all the people online. That's the thing. There's millions watching, actually.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've gone international and everything, so.
There's people in Israel watching.
I've heard that. Shout out to Janet. So this is in the keeping with the summer type theme. This is another song off the first album, and I usually introduce it by talking about my wife and I had gone to this the Boston Folk Festival a number of years ago. At the time, it was at the Harbor campus of UMass Boston. And there's around the edges of the field where we were sitting, there were the normal vendors that are at these festivals. So we, during a break, walked around, and my wife fell in love with this tie-dyed dress, which is primarily green, but it was this swirly green and other colors, but mostly green dress. She just loved it, and so she bought it and she put it on. And then the rest of the concert, we were watching, listening, and she was wearing the dress. This is called Green Dress. Late summer evening enfolds you. Early fall's breezes blow free. I hear you singing, it's soaring and winging. Oh, you in your green dress. How deeply the spirit enfolds you, the light shining clear in your eyes. Your body is swaying, the music is praying. Oh, you in your green dress. Gently the time goes, soft as a lullaby. gotta go back. Sorry. A rainbow of light runs between us. It has no beginning or end. Love's light shines around you, its colors surround you. Oh, you in your green dress. Gently the time goes soft as a lullaby. Gently the time goes soft as a lullaby. Thanks.
It's summertime in New England, and a young man's thoughts. Fancy turns to thoughts of lobster. A couple of years ago, well, a few now, maybe more than a few, Whole Foods decreed from Austin that they were going to suspend the sale of live lobsters on account of it was unfair to the lobsters. They couldn't keep them in such a way that each creature could reach its full potential. They couldn't figure out how to kill them humanely. They weren't going to sell them anymore. There was this big article in the Globe. Well, the chefs wrote in saying, oh, it's just a big publicity stunt. They're trying to take the high moral ground, fancy food store. I got interested because I live right next to a big Whole Foods in the moral dilemma posed by what they were going to do with the lobsters they hadn't sold yet. I got friendly with the cashier, and I expected some resistance because of the chefs writing in, and got friendly with the cashier, asked her my question, what'd you do with all those leftover lobsters? I enjoyed every lobster I ever had. And she took me proudly into the back of the store, as the story goes, and showed me they did the right thing with all those lobsters. There's 48 lobsters still living in the Whole Foods in Cambridge, and this is their story. Way down back of the good food store, they built us out an ocean floor. That's where we're lucky, lobsters love to loll. They feed us scraps of hard salami, chèvre, olives, and edamame. Each day we're on another kind of roll. Pilgrims thought we were fertilizer. Later gourmets learned to prize our springy, sweet white flesh, dry brushed with tangerine and salmon. To sell us from captivity is wrong, they say, but secretly we think our great good fortune might have more to do with mammon. And would they grill us? No, no, no. And they couldn't just kill us now. What would they tell the tofu swells and the friends of free-range buffalo? Pa got sold before our day at a dandy dinner in Old Back Bay, mid nutmeg, cream, and brandy. Gladly met his destiny. Now his shelves out west, some 40 miles. The rest of him has cleared Deer Island. He's back in the harbor, singing near my cod to thee. And would they sell us? No, no, no. For brazen jealous now. they'll have to treat us well, or we'll cast a spell, and we'll toss their radicchio. Meanwhile, my life's like no other. I play mahjong with my twin brother. We dance the quadrille, sing our song to 3:15 till morning, and we fall asleep on cobble in a happy heap. Some jellyfish our nightlight if we ever have to pee. Old friends arrive from stores everywhere in sacks of rockweed. Next day, well, down in Chapel Hill, y'all, Liz picked up a gentle draw. Lil from Lincoln Park is always singing twist and shout. Leighton's back from Camden Town, his flight's so long he almost drowned. And Lee from Thousand Oaks is like, now what's this all about? And would they poach us too slow? Ooh-wee. Now they're gonna coach us with yoga classes, meditation, 10-step meetings. Each crustacean will be all the lobster he or she can be. Lobster rhymes with dinner bell. For years at sea we've known this well. We thought our last swim would be in a big blue speckled pot. So every day, the chosen many, we gather round, phase our antennae with a lobster podcast live at noon. Give thanks for what we got. We're singing. Home, home are deranged, where the shrimp and the seahorses play. Have you seen my wife, Davy Jones? And my favorite, swimmerette, 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 oh. Swimmerette, 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 oh. In a watery cave somewhere I'll shed my shell, and he'll come there. And wouldn't he be a lobster Lee? Lobster Lee. Lucky lobsters live forever, drinking sparkling clementine. Lucky lobster rag.
I love it. Yeah.
Thank you much.
This is called My Fantasies. I'm into like sci-fi and fantasy reading, and I do that a lot. So it's kind of natural that at some point that's going to bleed into my songwriting. So this is kind of a mix of that. It's a love song called My Fantasies. Like daffodils and butterflies, dragon clouds and summer skies, autumn trees and cherry pies, and fishes in the sea. Like Marian and Robin Hood, or ancient rocking chairs of wood that long before the hearth have stood in hospitality. Like waking to an elven song and finding out that you belong to a family both kind and strong, where all are wise and free. Like swords of steel and armor bright, and campfires glowing in the night, are leading a most noble fight to keep the kingdom free. come true when I just look at you. Everything old is new. How can that be? Listen, my heart just sings, soars through the sky on wings reserved for gods and kings. Now they're for me. Like falling down a rabbit hole, or reading an enchanted scroll, or dancing with a mountain troll, or talking with a tree. All these feelings in me rise, and more that I cannot disguise. When I get lost within your eyes, live my fantasy. And all of these things come true when I just look at you. Everything old is new. How can that be? Listen, my heart just sings, soars through the sky on wings reserved for gods and kings, but now they're for me. Listen, my heart just sings, soars through the sky on wings reserved for gods and kings, but now they're for me. Now they're for me. My fantasy. Thank you.
There we go. So at that time, that response was definitely, people standing here and cheering. It was an amazing response from the audience in the room.
Yeah, I apologize that I didn't turn the unmute quickly enough, so you didn't hear the audience. But
Aaron's doing an amazing job actually behind the scenes here, keeping us going.
And Danny,
And
who's
Danny,
back here with me.
wonderful.
Thank you,
Yes,
Daddy.
thank you both. There we go. So this is a relatively new song that my wife and I just recently celebrated our 40th wedding anniversary. So this, well, some of this is based on my relationship with my wife. Not all of it is. So, it's like they say about songwriters. There's a certain amount of what's written which is coming from experience, and then there's a little bit there that's, made up to make it more interesting, maybe, or whatever. But I'll let you decide which parts are which. This is called "Let's Pretend." Let's pretend that we've just met we're first feeling that spark. 40 years haven't swiftly flown past. Let's pretend. Let's imagine we've yet to taste kisses. Then in the trembling dark, we're swept away, our hearts beating fast. Let's pretend. And our hearts unbroken will never need mending. So innocent and free that the miles and the years and the smiles and the tears have not yet come to be. Have not yet come to be. Let's pretend that I haven't hurt you in all of those little ways. And you still look at me with your shining eyes. Let's pretend. Let's imagine that all of our choices have had enough to say. We live in a world where regrets cause no sighs. Let's pretend. And our hearts unbroken will never need mending. So innocent and free, the miles and the years and the smiles and the tears have not yet come to be. Have not yet come to be. But what if all the trial and strife, even the innocence lost, have transformed to an even greater love, and we don't have to pretend? No, we don't have to pretend. Thanks.
Thank you, Tom. I'm going to do this one without the guitar. I'll just, I muted it here. Aaron, so you know what's going on. Here. And I'll just out of college, I encountered the video game. Well, we went to New Orleans. My family visited New Orleans together, and an uncle took us around, showed us the city, all the great stuff. Said, before you leave, you've got to see the chicken playing tic-tac-toe. I said, what? I've never heard of this. Well, there's a casino game where they put a chicken in a cage with a tic-tac-toe board with lights on it, and you put a quarter in and you can play the chicken in tic-tac-toe. He's got the first move, so that's a little advantage. But you can't beat that chicken. My uncle says, I'll give you all the quarters you want. And I couldn't. And couldn't beat the chicken. Could tie him. Other guys came in. So it was quite fun. And then I forgot all about, the life that this chicken had until I was about ready to retire. And turns out the chicken stayed with me longer than more than I could ever have imagined. So here we go with a song about that. It's Tic-Tac-Toe Chicken. I'm an honest working chicken in the tall glass case in the back of a bar where the merchant ships come in and the men come in and they have a beer and shot. Come back to play the chicken, show each other what they got. We play tic-tac-toe and they'll never win, but they gotta beat the chicken so they'll put their quarters in. I play the X's and they play the O's. I'm a chicken playing tic-tac-toe. It's my move first and a little bell rings and a light blinks in the center and I peck at the light and my X appears. Corn drops into a bin. I eat the corn, they play their oh we go until I tie or win. My life might be circumscribed, but the corn is good and the coop is warm at night. So as long as I keep pecking at the light, I'm a chicken playing tic-tac-toe. Now I work 9 to 6 in a gray cloth cube, pushing pixels on the screen for the company. And my little bell rings as the mail comes in, saying, can you have a look at this for me? So I dig right in, changing black to white and white to black, till it works all right. And another bell rings saying thanks, great work. Now I bet you can fix this one for us by tonight. So I'll skip lunch, maybe later catch a bite, 'cause I have important things to do. Pushing pixels in a gray cloth cube. Now I'm walking down the avenue, staring at my phone. A little bell rings and it might be a like. If I like them, maybe they'll like me. I'm building up my virtual family. Honking horns, scowling people, they'll just have to keep clear. I'm following my friends to anywhere but here. Pascagoula, Walla Walla, Tonawanda, Cheektowaga, Chattahoochee, Tallahassee, Istanbul or Rome. I got the whole world in my hand. I'm tapping out likes on my phone, pushing pixels in a gray cloth cube. I'm a chicken playing tic-tac-toe. I'm a chicken playing tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
Tic-tac-toe chicken.
I love that one.
Thank you.
Well, I've spent most of the last 12, 14 years as a single guy. And this is my song. It's called My Heart. It's an anthem to singleness. Once the clouds are blown away and the sun begins to shine, I might find the words to say what's truly on my mind. Seemed to me so very clear, change of life was drawing near. With it came the fear for my heart. You see, I've often been betrayed, and it nearly takes my all. Leaves me torn and frayed at the bottom of the fall. I've often played the fool, so I learned to play it cool. It's the first and only rule for my heart. Through all the joy and laughter, the sorrow and the tears, when thinking of it after seemed to overwhelm my years. No doubt that I've had my share of tender love and care, for the memories are there in my heart. Through all the joy and laughter, the sorrow and the tears, when looking at it after seemed too much to fill my years, I've surely had my share of tender love and care, for the memories are there in my heart. So that's the life I've known, that's why I will stay with all these friends I know, and laugh and cry and play. I'm finally alone, my life is all my own, and it feels like coming home to my heart.
Wow. I've heard that one before, Mark. That's amazing. What a great song. Wow. It's there's no words after that one. I guess I'll just jump into my next song here. Although, you know, one of the things that I like to call out during performances like this is that, you know, the silence at the end of the song is almost as important as the rest of the song. And because it's still playing, you know, it's still in our heads and hearts. So that song, all of, you know, both you guys, your songs deserve that silence at the end. So this one here is one of my things I like to do is I like to write songs around Greek mythology and such. And so I've always wanted to write a song about the myth of Icarus. And then, you know, I put on an album or something, and I find that, you know, there's this song by this person about Icarus, and this song, this other song, and it's like, I can't be in that company. So instead, I wrote a song about songs about Icarus. So this is called Songs of Icarus.
Flying high, flying free, a recurring reverie. Every nighttime, the same dream. It's just as curious as it seems. Out of reach, out of touch. It's all too clear, it's far too much. Patently impossible. Conclusion inescapable. But songs of Icarus ignite a longing for his fabled flight. Uncertain lift from waxy wings. Still I'll raise my voice to sing. I'm learning to fly. I'm learning to fly. I'm learning to fly. Oh, I'm learning to fly. I'm learning to fly. I'm learning to fly. Oh, note to note, beat to beat. Phrases rise and fall to meet. Silence resting, waiting there. As fledgling feathers test the air. Feeling drawn towards the sun. Warming to what's just begun. Letting go and opening. Is this really happening? Still songs of Icarus inspire a yearning to soar ever higher. Uncertain lift from waxy wings. Still I'll raise my voice to sing. I'm learning to fly. I'm learning to fly. I'm learning to fly. Oh, I'm learning to fly. I'm learning to fly. I'm learning to fly. Oh. Flying high, flying free, an astounding fantasy. Every nighttime the same theme. Up till now it's just been a dream. I'm learning to fly. I'm learning to fly.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Well, a couple of falls ago, this song started in a dream, and I'm afraid I haven't woke up yet. I don't remember getting on this train, already out of town along the bay. The seats are pretty comfy, I've got some food from home, some bread and cheese and apple. I'll sit and watch the shoreline slide away. But I don't remember getting on this train. Never bought a ticket for this train. Conductor smiles and nods as he goes by. I ask when the next station is. Don't worry, you won't miss it. You'll slow it down before you stop. That's how you're gonna know. And I don't remember getting on this train. If I weren't on this train, I'd be out there on the tide flats, raking wire basket, digging clams. Back to the cottage kitchen where the chowder pot is simmering. Mom and Bob are cackling about the butcher's jokes today. But the laughs I hear are just two gals behind me. And I don't remember getting on this train. Just came back from sitting with my dad. He's riding just a few cars up ahead. Still enjoys the ride, the gentle rocking side to side. Look how the sunlight hits that hill. Remember when we climbed it? Not that one, Dad, but yes, it surely looked like it that day. So look who's here beside me now. It's so long since I walked you home. You let me take your books, I couldn't think of what to say. But here now we can talk about our trials and our travels. Sit and watch the golden fields roll by. Still, I don't remember getting on this train.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you much.
You guys keep raising the bar here.
There's no alcohol allowed here,
Yeah,
Mark.
I was
We
thinking
can't have a bar here.
About ready to raid the bar. There you go.
So this is a song called Andy's Place. It's a story that's made up. You know, I mean, one of the things about songwriting is just one of the cardinal rules of songwriting is never let the truth get in the way of the story. So. There's a place in the valley, most people could show you the street. And the sign on the door says, place is called Andy and Pete's. It's known for the chowder and fine music played on guitars. And Pete, he's the singer, and Andy, well, he tends the bar. Now Andy's the worker and Pete, he's the partying kind. But they work well together, things had been going just fine. They've been partners since childhood, their friendship was made long ago. But beginnings and endings are some things we can't always know. Now the bar was near empty the night that lady came in. Pete sang her stories of the people and places he'd been. Sat at her table, they flirted for most of the night. And when they left for the motel, Andy said, didn't seem right. And the jukebox is playing some country that nobody knows. And the couple that's dancing are really too drunk, and it shows. Outside the wind's picking up, and the storm clouds are gathering off to the west. And the neon's inviting you to come in and give it a rest. Well, the next day at noontime, Pete called to say he'd be late. And when he never showed up, well, Andy just assumed it was fate. And there the next day on the door was a note with a tag. And Pete said he's leaving, not sure when or if he'll be back. And the jukebox is playing some country that nobody knows. And the couple that's dancing are really too drunk, and it shows. Outside the wind's picking up, and the storm clouds are gathering off to the west. And the neon's inviting you to come in and give it a rest. It'll be 6 months this Thursday, and Pete finally dropped him a line. she left him in Tulsa. But anyway, he's doing fine. Now the place hasn't changed much, except for the sign on the door. Andy's it says now, 'cause Pete isn't there anymore. And the jukebox is playing some country that nobody knows. And the couple that's dancing, they're really too drunk, and it shows. Outside the wind's picking up, and the storm clouds are gathering off to the west. And the neon's inviting you to come in, give it a rest. Yeah, the neon's inviting you to come in and give it a rest.
Great song. Great song. Wow. So I think this is number 7. So I think this is our last round here, right, Aaron?
I think this is number 7.
All right. Well, I'll just say thank you again for inviting me, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. And thank you to the One Broadway Collaborative. Please, folks, if you are inclined, go to the website, which is onebroadway.org, and donations, I'm sure, are much welcomed. Yeah, and thanks to Mark and Rick here. I'm digging this, being up here with these folks, and I feel kind of like we're sitting in a living room somewhere and just kind of trading songs. It's kind of cool. This is a song I wrote for my wife a number of years back. It's on the first album, and I had written this lyric and didn't have a tune for it, and it kept coming back to the tune to Lord Franklin, which seemed really odd for a love song, but maybe not. So I ended up I couldn't not have it going to mostly the tune of Lord Franklin. It's called "Beautiful When You Smile." You're feeling sad tonight. I know you've had another sleepless night, but I hope that I can still get through and touch your heart like I used to do. Late last night as you sat in bed, your legs beneath you and your book unread, a smile touched your lips like an angel's kiss, and I lay amazed at the grace of this gift. You're so beautiful when you smile. 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 Well, my breath caught as your eyes found mine. Your smile grew slowly and your eyes did shine. You reached for my hand and now I smile from you day after day. I knew I'd move heaven and earth to see that I might somehow set your smile free. You're so beautiful when you smile. 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 Now as I gaze in your tear-filled eyes, a smile has taken you quite by surprise. I know our hearts are tied and our joy is one, and your smile can shine even as the tears run. You're so beautiful when you smile. 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 Thanks much.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Aaron, for the evening and the chance to sing. I really enjoyed getting to sing to you all. And I'll close with a little ode to meditation and finding finding the right finding little miracles and sharing them, becoming observant. Still point. Time now, time beckoning, time out of memory, glimpses of dreams not yet dead, reborn romance, second chances past reckoning, the future now is repaired. Here at the high mark where all waters rise, before they start falling away, widen the moment in front of your eyes. You can dance through all time in a day. Lamb in the oven and cinnamon, ginger and songs from your grandmother's heart. gathers for dinner. Take your place till they're ready to start. Early this morning out under the apple tree falls drops of dappling sun. Cidery air up to blossoms cerulean. Grandfather's blessings begun at a still pond. I knew you to stay, but the world turns and it slips away. Gone now, the apple tree, long gone the family, raised in the home that they built in its place. You write to the strains of a Louis Calliope, reaching for brass rings they no longer make. But you'll find an apple trees everywhere now. The forest in new fallen snow. All above Beech Cliff towers in Tuscany. Cradle them and let them go in the windlessness on a canyon floor. Breathe the sky down in and again before each dip of the paddle, each flick of the pen, as God writes your name in his hand. Still
Yes,
Thank you
beautiful.
much. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, well, I want to tell you that, I have a list on my phone that I started a number of years ago of singer-songwriters that I have met that I had great respect for. And both you, Tom, and you, Rick, have been on that list since near the very beginning. And I want to say it's been an honor to share some time here with you. And also, Aaron, thank you so much for keeping live music alive. And I really appreciate everything that you do. And for you folks who are listening out there, if you can lend some support, financial or in any other way, it'd be much appreciated. Let's keep live music going, okay?
Woo! Yeah.
I mean, with the AIs coming along pretty soon, it's going to be hard to, they'll be doing it all if we don't do something about it.
Found a turtle shell on the street.
So this is a song I wrote because I've for years I've been bothered by the story of the residential schools and the Indians and the children and how they were treated and how they continue to be treated. And this is a song I wrote to commemorate that. It's called Spirit Hearts. Many years ago, when this land was our beautiful home, and buffalo and deer and the children of our people could roam, we hunted and we played and we lived, we loved as we pleased, taking what we needed while living with the mother in peace. Now life had been that way for our people for so many years, that how could we imagine a future full of so many tears? So on the distant day when we saw the first white man appear, we opened up our arms, never knowing we had so much to fear. It started as a trickle, eventually became a great flood. It swept across the land, leaving nothing but fire and blood. We tried to stand our ground and hold to a measure of pride, but all we did was nothing when placed against that onrushing tide. Spirit hearts, all alone. Spirit hearts need a home. Little hearts left to roam. Spirit hearts, bring them home. The soldiers and the miners and the farmers, they came and they came, until we had to bow and finally surrender our claim. They gathered what was left of us and sent us to a forsaken land, and many of our children died mid the cactus and sand. Apparently all that pain and sorrow just wasn't enough. So then they came and gathered up the children and took them from us. They said they would teach them and train them to live a new life. So how could we imagine how many of our babies would die? They put them all in uniforms, marched them off to what they called schools, and many of them died just because they couldn't follow the rules. They cut off all their hair and stripped away all that they were, and those who survived were left all broken and scarred. Little hearts all alone. Spirit hearts need a home. Little hearts left to roam. Spirit hearts, bring them home. Now many years have passed since the last of those places were closed. How many children never came home? Well, nobody knows. But by all accounts, there were several thousand children who died, and the churches and the governments are now admitting how much they lied. So Now we go on searching for places where they can be found, to rescue little hearts buried in unholy ground, gathering them up from the places they are unknown, weeping as we honor these children we're bringing home. Spirit hearts all alone, spirit hearts need a home, little hearts left to roam, spirit hearts, bring them home. Spirit hearts coming home.
That was a great song, Mark. Good one to end on. Very sad one to end on. But thank you all for coming. I'm really glad that you could make it. And we have stuff coming up all the time. And one of the things we're doing coming up is every Wednesday live, we're going to have a show called Performers on Performing. And maybe some of you would like to be on that at some point. Basically it will be discussions of performing and performance, and you get to perform on the show as well. So, and by the way, Mark, I met a native Canadian who told me stories that are very much in line with what you just sang. They used to hit them and do all kinds of horrible things in the church schools to the native kids. He was a Ojibwe and spoke Mi'kmaq. If he spoke his own language, they would hit him. Things like that. So it's a good topic for a song, so thanks. Anyway, so that's it for tonight. Thank you all for coming, and thank you guys for performing, and everybody should have a great weekend. And all of you on YouTube watching,